Hello, friends. The Indian cricket team to Australia in all three formats has been announced, and as some of us expected, there is this egregious exclusion of Rohit Sharma, the world's best one-day player. This exclusion has the fingerprints of one man who's not just a captain, but a coach, a selector, and chief selector, and also probably the president of the BCCI, that is Professor Virat Kohli. This dictator of Indian cricket wants yes men surrounding him at all times, and anyone who he perceives as a threat will be either dropped or relegated. When he saw Ajinkya Rahane as a threat, as is borne out by his performances in overseas conditions, he dismissed him from the one day team for good. And now that he knows that Rohit Sharma is the best limited overs player in the game, he has managed to convince these jokers who are called Indian selectors, and in particular, people like Sunil Joshi and Harvinder Singh, who played a handful of test matches for India and have no administrative or any kind of coaching experience. It is truly inexplicable how such incompetent selectors have been appointed. He managed to get rid of the great Anil Kumble as a coach and appoint a rubber stamping yes man called Ravi Shastri, who has been on a paid vacation for the past 3 years for rubber stamping. As a captain, his team selection is horrendous. He never seems to understand his team's strengths and the weaknesses of his opposition, and also the playing conditions. Cases in point. Number one, he blew the ICC trophy in 2017 when, after winning the toss in the finals, he invited Pakistan to bat when everybody and anybody who knows the game of cricket knows that Pakistan does not chase well, and thus threw away the championship. Number two, in 2018 Test matches in South Africa, he did not play Ajinkya Rahane in the first two matches, knowing fully well that he is India's best player in overseas conditions. And in the third Test match, Ajinkya Rahane scored two important 40s and helped India win that game. Number three, in England in 2018 at Lord's, where I also happened to be at the stadium, in overcast conditions, he played two spinners and suffered a heavy loss. Number four, in Australia in 2018 at Perth, he played a fourth so-called pace bowler and did not play a spinner and thus threw the game away. He could have easily played Ravindra Jadeja, who could have been very useful on those bouncy pitches. Number five, the 2019 World Cup takes the cake. India had the strongest team in the World Cup, and in a do-or-die semi-final against New Zealand, he made the biggest mistake by dropping Shami, who is a wicket taker, a match winner, and is India's top two white ball bowlers, and took the chronically unfit Bhuvneshwar Kumar, presumably for his overrated batting, and also surprisingly selected the washed-up Dinesh Karthik and sidelined Kedar Jadhav, who could have been India's fifth or sixth bowler, and also is a decent batsman. To top all this, he made pathetic excuses that one spot in the middle order was an issue and India played 45 minutes of bad cricket. His fellow cricketers will be diplomatic and put this under the rug, but we, as knowledgeable lovers of the game and of the Indian cricket team, should call this man out, and enough of his dictatorship. Thank you. This is Dr. Raj Desai signing off.